Hello and welcome to the Championship, which seems like forever we did one last. I'm your host, Simon, or Ranta Banter guy. So without further ado, I'll just bring in the guests. If you will allow me to do it. I hope he never ever does this, but you should know by now who it is. And that stems back to a charity cycle ride to all away games last season, wasn't it, Mark?
Yeah, all 26.
I can absolutely love that you are. Definitely appropriate name, Mad Hatter. And then this guy, he loves this intro, so I'm just going to do it anyway. And that is obviously Owen.
Hello.
Hey, mate, all right.
Yeah, that intro is just so funny.
So, let's get straight into this weird Christmas period festive one, I suppose.
Can I just say,
seems like forever we've done. It is good to be back. It's better than World Cup, that's all I'm going to say, unfortunately.
Yeah, proper football.
Team useless stuff.
As good as like the shocks around the World Cup have been, it's good to have Championship football back.
It is.
Definitely.
It's good to have proper football back. The best league in the world, by none. That's just, well, all our opinions, barring Owen, even though I reckon he'd take being back in Championship than Premier League at the moment.
I mean, we'll just have to see how the second half of the season pans out after this World Cup break.
Well, you'll buy another 95 players, no doubt. Hi guys, how are you all? Can't stay here long as I'm doing a stream of mine soon, but wanted to pop in and say hello. Well, thank you for popping by, Honey G. Nice to see you. I'm doing all right, even though I support Huddersfield Town. Mark, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Recovering from yesterday, but I'm good, thank you. Good to be back.
And Owen?
I'm good, thank you.
There you go, you got his answers. So let's jump in. Let's jump in. Go on, Owen. Go on.
Obviously, I presume we went up to Middlesbrough away yesterday. Did you get back in time? Like, what did you do regarding the England game?
So basically, everyone was listening to, watching it on the phones or had their tablets on. So literally, I got off the coach just as the final whistle went. So yeah, they talked about rescheduling games so people could watch the game, but we were never going to get back in time. Like, the only good thing was the roads are absolutely empty. No one was on the roads because they're all watching the football.
Internet is useless today. I'm sorry if I'm coming through as a robot. So let's get that out of the way, since I've got a little bit of a rant about it. Like, why is the VAR in football if it doesn't work? Now, you already know my beef about VAR because of the playoff final last season. So that occasion where it didn't work, 2 Stonewall penalties, we won't go there. Well, we've brushed past it. I've moved on. Only just, but we've moved on. And then last night there were 3 penalties, in my opinion. 3 penalty claims for England against France, and not one was given. Well, sorry, 1 was given. And then why at VAR there if they're not going to do the job properly? Like, they've got all these 7 or 8 people in a studio looking at all these different angles, yet they can't get a decision right. How does that make sense?
But there is no VAR in the Championship.
Luckily, because I won't go to another football game again. I'm telling you, mind you, next season I'll be going to League One anyway. So we definitely won't have it in League One. So that's all fine and dandy, isn't it?
Oh dear.
Anywho, let's get on to this Championship edition. This week's Championship edition of the Roundup. So I'll start because I'm wanting to get mine out of the way. Town play Sheffield United. Sheffield United, I do believe third league. I'm not too sure. But they didn't look like they were the better team, in my opinion. Slightly biased, but Town just didn't turn up. Like, we're making teams look like Premier League, and we're looking like we're a league. Well, what's Halifax Town in North Conference 1 or something?
No,
We could be playing with them. So, yeah, we were useless. Who else scored against us? Billy Sharp. Cracking little goal. Not going to take out away from him. He deserved it. Great goal. Town just didn't bother. Second half, they played, slightly better, and that's about it. Town are useless. We're going down. It's official, I'm telling you now. We're going down, and we'll be playing Cheltenham Town away next season.
Sheffield United is second, by the way.
Second. Either way, we were shite.
My take on it is that it's like first game of the season coming back from a pre-season, because everyone's had 4 weeks without games. Yes, they'll have general fitness, but no one's played a match for 4 weeks. And some teams will hit the ground running, some will take longer to get back. But I think it is like a first game of the season, in that there'll be some strange results, and it will take some teams a while to hit the ground running. And I think that will be evident over the next couple of weeks before everyone gets back in the groove. Really, that's basically what I think, and partly what I saw yesterday.
See, that's the thing, really, because like sometimes like you really want to look at the table, but this season you really can't, because like you can't really go off the first 10 games, and then we've just had this World Cup break, and like teams are going to come back differently from that World Cup break.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, there were quite a few draws in the Championship yesterday, and is that just because teams are getting themselves back into it? A few, I won't say freak results, but a few surprising results. And is that because some teams just are starting slowly again and they've not come back? So yeah, you know how we start the season. It's like, well, you can't judge the first 10 games. Is that going to be the same for the first 2 or 3 games after everyone comes back, basically? But I suppose...
Problem is, though, for Huddersfield Town, we haven't actually turned up from start of season, mate. So it don't matter whether we have a...
Yeah, I suppose the difficulty for you is your league position is you can't really afford to take 2 or 3 weeks to ease back into it. You need to be picking up results and getting points on the board as soon as possible, don't you?
Yep. Only thing I can take away from it is I do believe, I'm not 100%, we're only 5 points or 6 points behind Wigan. So, that's only decent takeaway from it, I suppose. But
I did send you another one.
Do something, but we're being told we're not. Yeah, I know. We're playing you. We'll get easy through it, she said. I don't think.
Have we beaten you? Have we beaten you since we came back in the Championship? Probably not.
Since no, I don't think you have, to be fair. No. You know what? I'll give it a quick Google.
uh,
I think you were close to beating us in playoffs, though, weren't you? At your spot.
Tell me about it. Anyway.
But yeah, so I don't know whether it'll come through, but I'll see if it works. I forgot how to do this. Present, share screen, window specifically. That one. Is it showing?
Yes.
Across, so it's fucking up on my screen. But yeah, this is Huddersfield Town at the moment. Bottom of the league. Strongest team in the entire championship right now. 19 plus 1. Yeah, we're 5 points off Wigan. 5 points from safety. So
Which isn't,
you never know.
Yeah, it isn't unachievable, but
and you've got a game in hand on Wigan. Sorry to interrupt there.
Yeah, we've got a game in hand, but where we're playing, I think even if we had 20 games in hand, we still wouldn't be able to get out of this predicament we're in.
Oh.
That's how bad we are this season. And I can't really have a go at the fact that we've got this manager, and it's not his fault, really. It's just weird that we were 90 minutes away from Premier League football last season, and now with 21 games for Huddersfield into this season, we're holding everyone up at bottom. You know, we're the strongest team around us, but there's potential there, but I don't think we can do it because I don't see any fight. It's a big plus that we've got Hogg back, I suppose, but you know, it's still a long way to go.
Is Matty Pearson injured?
He got injured in pre-season and he just hasn't been able to get back yet, unfortunately. And that's a big key.
Yeah, he's got plenty of fight. He leaves everything on the pitch, and I imagine he's it's quite inspirational to sort of lift everyone up if they're struggling for confidence.
Yeah, I think with Pearson, when Pearson gets back, I hope it's not too late, because once Pearson's back in that defence, I think we'll start turning results around. Because I know one man don't make a team, but we've had a couple of injuries this season which have been key players, and it's like, yeah, we're in shit. But Hogg's back now, so that's a good sign. Pearson comes back. Nichols will get his confidence back, because currently he isn't confident with the four in front of him. I can see that, and that's why he hasn't been as good as he was last season. But he still makes these last-minute saves or keeps us in the games. It could be, I know it's only 1-0, but it could have been 3-4, 5-0 in some certain games. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I'll give credit where credit's due. It does keep us in it. But Pearson were a massive, massive hit to the team, and so was Hogg. But Hogg's back. Pearson should be back just after Christmas. So fingers crossed, Huddersfield Town stay up and we send West Brom down. Just want to get that little beef in there. So next, I'll put it to you, Mark, if you'd like to take your shot now.
Yeah, so had the long trip to Middlesbrough yesterday in the cold. So obviously, since we last spoke, Nathan Jones went to Southampton a week before the Championship stopped. We've appointed Rob Edwards, who, if you don't remember, was manager at that horrible team down the road and got sacked after 10 games.
What team's that? I don't know who you're on about.
A team in yellow that I can't say the name.
Yellow. Norwich.
And basically he's had the opportunity to sort of meet him at dinner and spoke to him, and just in terms of the way he comes across, it's plainly obvious that he's aligned to how the club's run and how we like to develop players and how we like to progress as a club. It's all very positive. In terms of the game, talking about teams not starting fast, Middlesbrough were very passive in the first half, and we took advantage of that. We were pressing. We had high possession in the first half. Took the lead through a wonder goal from Jordan Clark. Picked it up halfway inside their half. Went on a run and put it in the bottom corner. But then we didn't shut them down. They scored from across, and then second half we just weren't in it. They sort of were more aggressive in possession and moving the ball, and we just couldn't cope. Then we had Amari Bell sent off, and then literally we were hanging on for a point, and literally they scored in injury time. It was a sending off, no arguments about that, but some decisions were strange. So overall, the second half was really poor, and if we got a point, would have been very grateful, but we didn't. So it's just seeing how the new manager, he doesn't really want to change a lot, because with most clubs, the manager goes in when they're struggling or they're at the bottom, but he's got a settled group, a settled club, and we were 10th. So I think where we are 12th is a fair position. Goal difference is 0. We win a few, lose a few, draw a few. So I think we'll be all right this season. But we just need to get a win and get back on it. Middlesbrough, I think they've won 4 out of the last 5 before the break. So they've got some momentum since Michael Carrick came in, and they're sort of building on that. And like I said, some teams will struggle and some teams will hit the ground running. So we've got Millwall on Sunday, which was moved to 11:30 for the Football World Cup final. So now they're going to move it back again because England won't be in it. I'm not downbeat. It's disappointing how we played second half, but I think there's a lot of potential there. And like I said to you, it's worth going to Middlesbrough just for the Jordan Clark goal. Even though we lost.
Yeah.
I think the overriding theory is just
sorry, my internet is so droppy.
No, that's
it's up and down.
I was just finally saying that.
Sorry.
Even though 5 hours up to Middlesbrough and same back, and it was cold, it's just so good to be back going to Championship games after a month off. It just feels so good.
Talking to the team what cannot be named, we're playing them on Saturday, so fingers crossed we'll get a result just for you, Mark.
Thank you. Well, I think you need it as well.
Well, definitely need it, but I mean, it's an added bonus for yourself.
Good. Going back to them.
Fingers crossed. And if you don't know the team we're on about, just Google Elton John's favourite football team. Go on then, Owen.
How cold was it in like the stand away end yesterday?
Oh my god. Well, I mean, felt all right. Could literally just got off the coach and then got in the ground. But I felt okay. But by the second half, obviously, it gets darker and it gets a bit colder. And luckily, with Middlesbrough, you're sort of quite high up, so you're not right on the ground and you don't get that wind chill. But even so, it was. I was in 5 layers. It
Bloody
was.
hell. 5 layers and you were still cold.
Yeah, it was chilly, but and then I think we took about 500, which considering it's Middlesbrough, it's cold. There was a football game on in the evening. I think that was good effort from us.
And also, your home crowd's only 1,000 anyway, so. Wait a minute. There you go. Considering your own crowd's only 1,000 anyway, that's half the population of Luton gone up and seen them play away. You know, I like to have a little bit of banter there.
Yeah,
only because
and,
mainly I couldn't get a ticket for playoffs.
Well, and then looking further ahead, we're being sent to Huddersfield on New Year's Day.
Yeah, well, you're going to break the duck and you'll actually get a win, don't worry.
New Year's Day, so I won't be doing much New Year's Eve.
I would be if I were you. You just saw your hangover on coach up, just sleep through, and then when you get to Huddersfield, meet me and just top up.
Okay, we'll do that.
So, are we in Championship fan no more? What team would, what honorary team?
I quite like Coventry really. I know, obviously everything they've been through with being evicted from their stadium and that because of, I think it was like Mike Ashley or something. Obviously, it's all a mess like that at Coventry at the moment. It never like. I keep seeing Coventry fans saying there never seems to be a normal day at Coventry Football Club. Yeah, so I quite like
There's
them.
no such thing as a normal day. So, since you're an honorary Blues fan, Sky Blues fan, you want to talk about their game?
I mean, obviously, they had Reading at the Select Carlton Stadium. Joke of a stadium name, by the way. Oh, I've just seen, it's just popped up on my phone. Neil Critchley appointed new QPR head coach.
Ooh. Breaking news.
Well, they lost 3-0 at home to Burnley today.
Yeah, I watched that game. Yeah.
I were in bed, I think. I were up till stupid o'clock watching Paddy the Baddy Pimlet on UFC.
Well, we must be chips because I was up at 5 o'clock to watch the cricket. So,
so I was up watching Town get beat 1-0 against Sheffield United. Then I watched England get cheated out like it was Huddersfield Town in playoffs against Forest last season. We won't mention that one. Then I watched Joshua Warrington fight where I was so glad he lost because he were in his own town giving it like, all around the Leeds one here, I'm going to unify the titles. Then he did naff all and lost it. Then I watched Paddy the Baddy in early hours of this morning. So it was a good day of sport for me yesterday, just wrong results.
Okay. So in terms of the rest of the championship, I know it's a long way to go, but it just seems that it's Burnley +1, isn't it?
Yes, it looks like that at the moment, doesn't it?
I must say though that wasn't a free kick for first goal.
No, and QPR should have had a penalty in the first minute.
Yeah,
So
that as well. Like
From
even
what I've seen, it should have been anyway.
even the player that like went over said it wasn't. He went to the ref and said it wasn't a free kick.
I think he was more going to the ref because he thought he was going to get booked for simulation. He was sort of holding his hand up saying, "Oh, I didn't dive," and then he got the free kick anyway. So
It's just the Championship referees. It's same old, useless.
So can Blackburn go a whole season without drawing a game?
Highly doubt it.
They're just like win lose, and then they lost 4-1 at home to Preston, which is it's a local derby, isn't it? Or
yes, it is. Yeah. I don't know how many miles between them, but it's Lancashire versus Lancashire. So
yeah, so I think that was probably the standout. I think it was a standout result from the weekend. Although I think if you speak to Annie, he might disagree.
I was just about to say, but if you're a Bristol City fan, I think someone might debate you on that one.
They won 3-1 at Rotherham.
Yeah, not bad result for them either, to be fair. Well, it's only Rotherham. They're not the best Championship side. This coming from a Huddersfield Town fan who's...
Well, I was going to say, you're saying you Rotherham. How did you get on against Rotherham?
I think we got battered.
I don't know whether anyone else is like this, but obviously, as someone that plays FIFA, obviously, EA have a deal with all 20 Premier League clubs to add their grounds in. Am I the only one that wants the team that doesn't have a ground in FIFA to get promoted so we get a new ground in FIFA?
To be honest, if you check Championship, Huddersfield Town's ground is in there. I know you've just got yours in now, haven't you?
Yeah. I have to say, they've done a good job on that.
I just want them to actually acknowledge the Championship rather than just Premier League only. I'm just saying,
have a deal with the Championship and that to add all the stadiums. Like,
if they want to be realistic and be the best football game ever, why don't they just do all 92 clubs? Get every stadium instead of playing in the same bloody little village.
Generic stadiums.
Generic stadium. Get all stadiums in the game. Pardon me, I keep burping. My apologies.
But
that's
some really
just
good grounds there's some really good grounds in the Championship that I think would look good on FIFA.
Can I just say though, if they put Luton's in, they've already got it. All they have to do is put a bit of orange paint around the place, and it's their ground, isn't it?
Well, I don't do FIFA, so I can't comment. So anyway, back to the Championship.
No, we don't want to talk Championship. Well, I don't, because we're losing.
So basically, there was 4. I think it was 4 draws.
I was just going to check that now. So we've got 1 Blackpool,
Blackpool 0-0, Millwall 1, Wigan 1, Stoke
2, Cardiff 2.
I got the Millwall game right, prediction wise.
And Watford Hull.
Yeah, I forgot about them.
Elton John FC.
Yes, Elton John FC.
Is that just teams easing themselves back in, and we shouldn't be surprised that there were quite a few draws?
Personally, I think it is. They can't go 3 weeks without playing a competitive game, although we've had like a pre-season friendly in between there.
You played in Piagos, didn't you?
Yeah, we did, yeah, and we lost there as well.
Don't worry, we lost as well. We played them yesterday.
It's Forest B team against Huddersfield Town. And we're still lost.
Good win for Norwich at Swansea.
Yeah, it was a fantastic win for Norwich at Swansea.
Now, wait.
Who scored?
I think it was Pookie who scored.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I know we're like 21 games into the season, but looking right now at the League One table already, I think favourites to go up are Ipswich, Plymouth, and then Sheffield Wednesday, because no team's near those three. Because you got Ipswich.
A few games get cancelled yesterday, though.
I know Oxford was called off. Yeah, because Ipswich are on 45, Plymouth are on 44, and Sheffield Wednesday are on 42. But then you've got Barnsley who are on 19, playing 19 and are 11 points behind Sheffield Wednesday.
I think it's too early to. I mean, it's too early. I think any one of them would have a slip up. Obviously, with the FA Cup, if teams get on a run in the FA Cup, and you might get that distraction. So,
who did you two get in the FA Cup anyway?
So we got Wigan at home,
and we got Preston away.
That is boring. I hate those same league games. They're so boring.
Oh, that's no. If you watch the draw, right? Literally, they went in, and I says to our lass, right, we want Leeds or Manchester United because you want a local rival or you want a big team, don't you? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, literally, put ball in Preston North End. I says, right, that's Town getting drawn out. Next one, 17, Huddersfield Town. I says, see? And then next ball, guess who they picked out?
Man United.
Leeds United.
Oh.
I'm like, you.
Anyway.
We got Blackpool away, which I don't mind that because I wanted.
It's a good day out though in Blackpool, but
yeah,
not in January. It isn't.
I'll just say that, man.
Also with all these strikes going on at the moment.
Well, you won't be getting your present from Santa, don't worry. You'll still get it. All I've asked Santa for is 3 points every single week. We play a game in the championship. We need 3 points. So please, Santa. I've been a good boy. Can we get up into mid-table at least and just survive for the season? That's all I want.
Would you take fourth from bottom now?
Yes. If it finished and Town were fourth from bottom, I'll be the happiest man on the planet. Just so we're not in League One. Right, you know yourself. League One is a very, very, very difficult league.
Yeah, there's a lot of big teams down there, and
it's not easy to get out of neither. You know.
Yeah, we excelled ourselves, and we're only there for a season. But you look at Sunderland; they were there for 5 years, and Portsmouth have seemed like been there for ages. And even Ipswich, how teams struggle to sort of come back. I know Rotherham potentially a yo-yo club that always went up and down, but
Sheffield Wednesday's been there for a good number of years as well.
Yeah, it's a difficult league to get out of. So yeah, you don't want to be going down. But
Louis says we got Sheffield Wednesday. I didn't know Sheffield Wednesday was playing Sunderland. I mean Newcastle. Hello from the States, Tommy. What up, my G? That's Tommy does wrestling stream with me and Louis when we do it. I
need to get off in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, that's fine, Mark. I just want to say thank you for coming on.
That's okay. Have we got any votes to do before I go?
No, we're not doing them. I've rigged them this week. So, best decision of the weekend. Supporting Huddersfield Town. No, truthfully, what's the worst decision of the weekend? Me personally, I think it's the VAR in football. And I'll say
that wasn't in the championship though. So who gets team of the week?
But it were in the championship playoffs. Team of the week, I'm going for either Bristol City or the other team won 4-1.
I have to go for Preston. They won 4-1. Bear in mind Blackburn, they're quite high up. Then I'd say Preston.
Can I just say Blackburn Stadium is a really nice stadium. I know it's
like that.
Random to say that.
No, but it's sort of like old school in terms of it's got character, it's got history. It's
proper old school. I like it
because it's like an old stadium, and basically it's got its character and history. And the new stadiums that are built are just like soulless and on retail park. So yeah,
you mean like ours?
So yeah, I'm going for Preston win at Blackburn for team of the week.
We've got Blackburn
team
away
of the
in we've got Blackburn away in the Carabao Cup coming up.
I'll agree with Mark for team of the week. Preston Northern 4-1.
Okay.
I'll go Preston.
So that's worst decision of the weekend. The referees in England versus France game apparently from Lewitt, which I've got to agree with. Fair, I know Mark, you didn't watch it, but trust me when I say this, it was the worst referee in history.
Goal of the weekend in the championship.
I'm going to go with Luton. Just for you, Mark. Biggest mess up of the weekend. Huddersfield Town. I mean, I keep changing it. So Huddersfield Town. No, biggest mess up of the weekend. It was the shocking result.
There weren't a lot of. There's only two big results, wasn't there? The Bristol City winning at Rotherham, and I wouldn't say there was any shocking results. No.
I mean, Preston beating Blackburn 4-1. It's a massive result, to be fair. So biggest mess up has to be Blackburn's defence.
Yeah.
Oh, my kebab was nicer than the game, he says. I'm not disputing that one. I didn't taste it, but I know from here it probably was. So, Mark, I'll let you get off. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Sorry it were a short one, and sorry it were a bit later than planned and all that malarkey. It's a technical thing.
That's okay. Who've we all got next weekend coming up?
I've got Voldemort.
Sorry?
The team what cannot be named.
Okay. Well, we're playing on
Voldemort from Harry Potter, so he's the character on Harry Potter called what they say is the man who cannot be named. So nickname for Watford is Voldemort.
Right. Oh, what a way to announce a manager. He put updates bio, and then the bio's the Neil Critch's Blue and White Army. Nice.
My man Simon, hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, we're doing good, man. Thanks.
Right, anyway, I need to go, guys. So have a good week and stay warm, and we'll do it again next weekend.
Yes, we'll try and stay warm in this climate. It's bad at the moment for weather. So ciao for now, Mark. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Right. See you later. Take care.
Bye.
Catch up back soon. Bye. And then there was two. So my man Simon, hope everyone is doing well. And that is, I want to say Connor, Kentucky. Is Connor Kentucky? Or is it CJ? Anyway, it's an American. Welcome to the show. Voldemort, also known as John Joe's Shelvet. True. My distant cousin is Ron Weasley from Harry Potter. Bloody hell. So that's that. Yes, it's Connor. Right, I knew it was. See, I knew. So, Rowan, what we're going to talk about for 15 minutes?
Seeing as it's on right now, should we talk? I know we're seeing a non in it. Should we talk about the World Cup semi-finals? And do we?
No. I refuse to talk World Cup after getting cheated out of it by them baguette eating, snail sucking, French frog eating, garlic bastards. I mean, that has got to be the world's worst refereeing ever. Not only that, VAR was just a shambolic state of affairs, just like in playoff final of last year, may I just add. So, no, let's not talk about the bloody semi-bastarding finals. We should be there, not them French fuckers.
Is their arms bad as well?
Fake Blackpool Tower loving pricks. But yeah, go on then, let's talk footy.
I've just seen Footy Scran. Let's rate Footy Scran. That's just some good ones on there. Okay, we'll just have a look at some of the prices for the football Scran now is absolutely horrendous.
Oh no, it's a joke.
What the flip is that? £6.50 at Liverpool.
I know. Shambolic state of affairs. Connor, Kentucky, CJ, LBYQT plus. Oh, LBYW. Okay. Fair enough. Let's talk to us American friends. Why do you call it soccer instead of football? You play football with your feet, not with your hands, and throw it, you backward son of a bitches. Hey, howdy, and all that shit.
The thing, I saw this video the other day, like they were saying it's funny how Americans call it soccer when I think it was 14 out of the however many MLS teams there is, how football could be in their name.
Yeah, exactly. You backwards, all lot of them. What do they know anyway? They call it a world sport when only one bloody country plays it, and that's NFL or baseball. You know what I mean? And the New York Yankees are the world champions. No, they're not. Who they played outside of USA? No one. So how can you be world champion? Eh? You backwards, weird people. You love you, really. Let's talk about Ron Weasley. How come he's a ginger prat from Harry Potter? I mean, he's signed for Notts Forest, hasn't he? How's he getting on over there?
All right.
The tree huggers. You're tree huggers in Nottingham, aren't you? You all love trees.
Oh, God, I just realised what tomorrow is.
Yeah, Monday. You done your homework?
No. Yeah, but the 12th of December, does that ring a bell?
No.
Wait,
12 days before Christmas. My true love sent to me.
This.
What's that? Oh, right, okay. I hate that race. How they got away with that, I'll never know. How did Red Bull get away? Right, I know this is off topic because this is championship show, but how did Red Bull get away with overspending in the season that won the title, and then winning it again this year.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you overspend in one season, you get effects into the next season, but they said when they brought this cost cap thing in for, I think it was, can't remember the year that they announced the cost cap, but they said Ross Brawn said if you broke the cost cap in like the season that you won your world championship, you'd lose the title.
Yeah, so why didn't Lewis Hamilton get it?
I don't know.
It's just stupid. It's a backwards sport. They'll only go around a racing track. Anyone can do it. Whoever's got the best computer wins.
The thing is, I saw this thing last night from the England game, and someone said, "Good to see Michael Massey's found a new career."
Well, mine was, I see John Moss and his VAR boys are doing World Cup for England this year. I got more likes on that than I have all season. Oh, Tills.
What?
When I said John Moss and his VAR team's out in Qatar doing England game. Front town fans. It were a joke.
Wait,
That's what blame him for playoffs.
Mm,
Stevie Wonder could have seen it were a penalty, for fuck's sake. Have you ever seen Stevie Wonder's wife?
No.
No, neither's he. Right,
Oh, yeah.
I think we should wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us. Sorry we're a bit meh. If you want to give us a watch next time, we'll be a little bit more prepared. If you want to follow us, as links are there scrolling along the bottom on Twitter.
We're obviously that new guy that joined the group chat. Was he not available because Hull obviously played today and he's a Hull fan?
I don't know. It was a little bit of a short notice thing anyway. I just banged it in. But normally we do talk better. We normally have a good thing. So if you don't mind, just giving us a like. It don't cost you anything. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It would be appreciated. And also, give us a follow. Like I say, all those things are on bottom there. So, yeah, normally we have a better show. Today we're a bit lackluster. We wasn't really prepared. I've got to admit, I forgot that I even said we were supposed to be doing one today. So, yeah. One final thing before I close out the show is Louis claims he's a Newcastle fan, but picture proof there that he isn't. And this is his phone case. You know what I mean? So there's that. So thanks for joining us. It's been a jet. Owen, thank you very much for coming on. Appreciate it, as always.
No problem.
FIFA, it's a shit game, so you know.
At least both.
It's just same old.
At least both of us have got our stadiums in the game. It makes it a bit more fun to do the career mode when you're actually in your own stadium.
Yeah, it's better, but
rather than some generic stadium called Ivory Lane or whatever it is.
That's the one I was trying to think of. That's Luton's ground. It's already in the game, Ivory Lane. All they have to do is put a little bit of orange and put fans in with orange shirts on. It's Luton's ground.
Oh no, I think the one you're thinking about is, Town Park, the one that's got the open, like the non.
Yeah.
That one.
No, that one's Blackpool.
Okay.
That one to me is Blackpool because that's how Blackpool Stadium was set up not so long ago before they filled it up, before they finished up the work on it. Right then, we will see you next week at 6 or 6:30. I'll let you know. I'll sort it out. I'll hopefully get a full roster of people so we can cover most at games. I'll be covering Huddersfield Town as always. The refs and VAR are just shit in general. In the World Cup, up until that game, they've had a good do. And then, barring him who gives 16 yellow cards, I wish I put some money on that bloody game to get most yellows. I'm telling you now. Anyway, other than that, I would say come on England, but they're not in World Cup no more. Good. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care. Thanks for joining us. Peace out and love to all. And I hope
Bye.
Santa brings you what you want. Bye.